Alright boys, spent a little time working on the exhaust shroud. Had it all taped off. I cut out the fuselage side, cut out the cowl on both sides. That side's a little rough. I'm gonna have to clean that up with a little sanding, maybe a little glass work afterwards. Just conflicted on whether I attach this to the cowl. See, I don't like right here where this piece of the cowl is loose, and I could put a stiffener in there behind there like I did here to tighten up these sides and attach this to the fuse. I had these in here and slid the cowl over. It's a little awkward, but not that hard. I'm just worried that this is going to shake around so much, cantilever it out that way. It's probably better off attached to the cowl. Here, can you see inside here? Oh, hard to see, but I had to notch away in the fuselage side. I'll pull the cowl off and show you what I had to do. But anyway, digging it. So happy I put this cowl ring system in. Fuselage side, nice and smooth. Oh man, I'm stoked. There's a little hump right here. There's a little hump right here where the screw used to be, but I'll fair that in. That'll be fine. The rest of it's pretty good. That's a little low spot there too. That's where That's where I think I put the fuel originally, and then of course it was in the way of the old exhaust. So I moved it over here. Anyway, this opening ended up getting a little too big. I'm gonna have to fill this in behind here. Cut it a little too large. So this will actually be about there. And then I'm gonna have to just redo that area with a little sheeting. And whatever I have to do inside to back it up. But anyway, that's where we're at. It was a little stressful cutting into the fuselage sides and whatnot. Oh, there you go. Now you can see where I hacked away to get the fiberglass to slide in there. Here, let's go around the other side. Just a second. Let me pivot the plane around a little bit. And then there, you can see that side where I had to do a bunch of hacking away of the firewall and the fuselage side. Now, of course, I got to still clean it up a little bit so it's a little more presentable, but you're not going to see that when it's going by at 120 miles an hour. Anyway, that's where we're at. Take care, boys. Alright, so I decided to glue this on to the cowl. And so what I did, where's the camera, is I took two little pieces of balsa for now, and I glued them to the cowl, and I glued the shroud in place to those little pieces of balsa. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to take this cowl off and see how easy it comes on and off. Probably have to put the motor back on, make sure it all works, and we'll see how it goes. Alright then. Okay, got the screws out. You kind of see what I did. See that better? Let me see. See, I got those little pieces in there, holding everything in place. And actually I like it because it stiffens up the sides right here, top and bottom, so the cow's not flopping around. It'll just have to get cleaned up. What I'll end up doing is probably sanding everything down and then glassing a little fiberglass in place. And that'll hold everything firm. So then when you go to put the motor on, you're just going to have to be a little careful. Slide it into those slots. tighten up the screws. See how that lines up? Let's see. Oh, is it grabbing? I don't know. Is it grabbing? It's not. Oh, I gotta do some adjusting. I might have to make those holes a little bigger. It's tight, too tight a tolerance. Screws are a little tricky to get on. But it's going. Uh-oh, what was that noise? Other screws falling out. Anyway. There we go. But here's another trick for you when you got these long screws way in there. You know, the end of these ball drivers is a hex. Actually, in this case, it's only 4-point. But you could put a socket in there, and then you could extend it out. So when you got to reach in a little deeper, try that. Anyway, I'm digging it. It's happy. Cow's going to be on there super solid when all these screws are tight. These little fairings or the shrouds, they're going to be nice. I'm going to be real happy with this, I think, someday. But when I finish, I'm really liking the progress. Take care, boys. Have a good night.